Tom Smith.
You guys are like, hey, Lex Luthor's let himself go. It's true. Oh man, I just want to talk real briefly. Anybody get to see the Olympic torch? Yeah, nobody did. What a great town we live in, where like this symbol of like political unity across the globe has to skulk through our town. Somehow I have a picture of like the torch guy like on the end Judah line or something like that. Back door. Back door. 30 Stockton. Never mind. That really wouldn't work at all. The whole thing is the protest on free Tibet and all that kind of stuff, which is what my favorite protest so far has actually come from the Dalai Lama. I don't know if you remember this, like a couple of weeks ago, he was actually, apparently he came out and he was considering quitting being the Dalai Lama, which you're born into it, I don't know. I think actually I read the contract, apparently you have to give like a 2 lifetime notice for that. Could be wrong. I just want you guys to know I don't actually dress like this normally because I live in Oakland. And I pretty much look like a narc no matter what I dress like. It's a bad look for Oakland. I live over there, speaking of towns that have their priorities in a weird way, Oakland. They just passed a law recently making it illegal to smoke in like almost any public space in Oakland. Which I'm a smoker, but it does seem like kind of a good idea, and I'm thinking after they get done enforcing this rule, they could actually enforce the rule where you're not supposed to kill people in public. I know, it seems kind of crazy somehow. Get your priorities there. Oh, I figured this out though. As a smoker, I figured out how to smoke in Oakland, in any public space, which is if you see somebody reach in for their cell phone to call in to report you, shoot them. You're home free. You guys are beautiful. Yeah, all this stuff. That is sweet, man. You should hear this stuff like, never mind. Anyways, yeah. I just love doing this. I was up in a place, Ashland, Oregon, not too long ago. You guys familiar with Ashland, Oregon? Yeah, Ashland, Oregon is famous for what? Right, they have a Shakespeare festival that goes on for 10 months out of the year. How's that a festival? Come to San Francisco for a festival of muni and homelessness. Celebrating the existence of sidewalk. Come on down. But it was an interesting trip, this trip I took, because we went from here up to Ashland, of course, and we're driving, and between Mount Shasta and the Oregon border, it's like 30 minutes, all right? So that's about that much time. And between those two spots, we had the following weather pattern. Okay, we had sunlight, right? And then it was rain, no problem. And then it was sleet and hail, sunlight again, rain, snow, fog, then we were in Oregon. 30 minutes. Luckily, one of the guys I was traveling with was Jewish, and he knew enough to paint the blood of a freshly killed lamb over the top of our car. So we could make it through this. I swear to God, I looked back and Pharaoh was chasing us. Which is weird, because Yul Brenner's dead. That kind of worked. Anyways, I have this thing, right now I'm doing this thing called practicing celibacy, also known as internet dating. I joined this one service, and I'm not going to go into it like too deep, you know, I'll give you the math of the situation. What it comes out to is this, I'm paying $45 a month, and still masturbating. What a great idea. All these years thinking to myself, hey, what's this experience missing? A monthly fee. You guys are nice. And then I decided that didn't work for me, so I stopped writing the checks for that, and I decided to join this eharmony.com thing where you take this online survey. Anybody here doing that? Anybody going to fess up? No. We're going to a comic book art museum, and we're all having a happy love life. All right, anyways. So I joined this thing, and it's like they give you this personality test. It's this amazing test, and they're supposed to match your personality up against somebody else's, and all this kind of stuff. But what's interesting, the test is, it's like taking the SATs online. Right, and I got halfway through it and I said, heck with this, and joined the Church of Scientology. The test is much shorter and less intrusive, right? One of the things I realized as far as the dating thing is I lack that smooth guy thing. I'm not like smooth with women, and I wish I were, but I'm not. And I know this because I was watching a guy that I work with, and it was weird because he was a temp, and this stuff was working, right? You don't think that would happen, but he had this is a great line, and he was like, hey, how's it going? You know, your eyes are beautiful. Well, they remind me of the Amazon rainforest. Yeah, because I was there as part of a mission to raise women's awareness issues amongst the Yanomamo tribe and deliver a shipment of Luna bars. I stayed there for 2 years, teaching Pilates to underprivileged inner city jungle children. And you know, it's funny, I wrote a song about that and I brought my guitar. Do you want to hear that? Yeah, right. Okay, that's smooth. Like, me smooth? Yeah, this is me smooth. Hey, how's it going? You know, your eyes are beautiful. They remind me of how much I would like to sleep with you. Come back here. I wrote a song about it. I brought my trombone. It doesn't work. Don't do the trombone, guys. Anyway. One band member over here, you're wrong, sir. Anyway. I have this other thing, this is interesting. I was working in Oakland, because I live over I was working there for a while, and I worked at this law office, and it was interesting, it was a day job, I was a temp, but I was the only guy working there. It was like 7 people working there. I was the only male in there. I called it the law offices of estrogen, estrogen, and estrogen. And it was a little awkward at times, but it kind of mellowed out because my period started cycling along. So much smoother after that one. But the women would say weird things to me every once in a while. Like my favorite thing is I was at work one day and one of my coworkers was doing her online banking, and it's cool because it was her lunch hour, so don't judge her, right? And she's typing along. She's like, oh my God, I overpaid my credit card bill by like $250. What am I, smoking crack? Right, here's why that's funny. Overpaid my credit card bill by $250 on the list of things you're ever going to hear a crackhead say? Way down there somewhere. Oh my God, I just raised 3 kids. They're well adjusted. They're going to college. What am I, smoking crack? Well, I just gave a handy to a guy for $3 a bologna sandwich. What am I, graduate of Harvard Law School? You're right, don't do dirty, sorry. Yeah. That was funny. But anyway, and another one of my coworkers, I walked in one day and I was wearing an awful lot of like blue flannel, so I kind of looked like a Crip, but not so much. And I walked in, she looks up and she says, wow, you look like you should be robbing a liquor store. I'm like, wow, that's pretty interesting. Because that would be like the shortest criminal career in the history of criminal careers. Like, this body is not built for speed or distance. That's what it would look like. Officer, it was terrible. He robbed our liquor store. Did you see which way he went, ma'am? He ran that way. Actually, that's him. He's the one puking on his shoes. Apparently he's waiting for a bus. Hey, is he holding a torch? But actually, guys, we'll let you guys go here. And one thing, I just want to leave you with this, because I got a weight problem, and I know this. And I was talking to a skinny man, a friend of mine, a couple of days ago, and I realized we talk a different language. Here's what I mean. I was talking to him, and I said to him, hey, Mike, do you want to go get something to eat, right? And he turned to me and he said, no thanks, Tom. I'm not hungry. Is there some correlation between being hungry and eating I didn't know about? Yeah, I've got this whole preemptive strike approach to hunger. Haven't felt it in 5 years. So I translated it out for him. I'm saying, no, Mike, what I'm really saying is this. Hey, I'm going to go eat. Do you want to watch? Good night. Thank you so much.